Okay, I got a few things I want to share with y'all. This is a monopod. It came from Walmart. It's about 15 bucks. I've had this one quite a long time, and what I've done, mine actually came with this little handy dandy little knob that you can screw on the top, and actually you can use this as a walking stick if you'd like, or you know, you tighten it up, or you put your camera on it. So I use it mostly for putting my camera on, but I've seen different people that have a different style of these that has like a tripod on the bottom of it. Well, instead of spending a bunch of money for an expensive piece of equipment, I ain't no professional by any means, but I came up with this idea. If you're not going to be in unlevel ground, if you're going to be like inside of a building on a nice flat surface, get you a 4-inch cap. If you see the hole that I've got in there, kind of looks like an apple, I guess, or a plum or whatever, the shape of it. And this is a 4-inch thin wall, and I'm emphasizing thin wall because it's flat on this side. And anyway, on the bottom of your monopod, you have this little thing that screws in and out, so it's got that little peg. I don't know if you can see that very good, but anyway, just unscrew the little peg, cut you a hole in there just like that, put it on there, and to keep from tearing your monopod up, just screw this on here like this. There you go, and it'll stand up on the floor. I don't raise it up extremely high, but it'll stay fairly sturdy on the floor. So if you've got to walk off from your camera, as long as you're not in a high traffic area, you don't want nobody knocking your camera over. But now let me show you the camera that I use on this. I don't use a 35mm or nothing real heavy like that. I use this GoPro, and I put this on the top, and using my little I don't even know what you call that, but anyway, that's what I put on the top. And then the camera, you just put the camera right on this piece just like that, put your little bolt through there. But anyway, that's one thing I wanted to show you, and it seems to work pretty good. And then these I made, you can mount your camera on one side of this. If you've got two GoPros, me and my son, we both have a GoPro, and if you're taking videos of a car coming left to right or right to left, put one camera over here, one camera over here, and you're not having to take your GoPro and going zoom trying to catch it. You just put one over here, and then edit it, and mount. This will fit on a fitting that I have on another tripod that I own. But anyway, that's a neat little setup, and it's kind of made out of PVC pipe. This is a thin wall 1/2-inch pipe, and I think all this is 3/4-inch pipe, the thick wall pipe. But if you can see the difference, that's a thin wall pipe. Excuse me. But that's another thing. This one, I sharpened the end of the pipe. You can stick this down in the ground, and the way I made these ends on these, which I should have told you on this, is you heat this up with a heat gun, and then just take this piece that fits on your GoPro, and as it's hot, just shove this right through there. Shove it right in that hot pipe, just like that. Don't get it so hot that you melt this, but just heat it up enough to where it'll go in there. Take it out, make sure your hole is lined up. Drill your hole right through here, stick that on there just like that. Take your bolt, I use a wing nut, and just put it right in there. Well, I've got these two plus the monopod bottom out of PVC. Now this one here comes in pretty handy for me. I put my GoPro right on the end of this, just like this, and I'm not going to put the bolt through there, but I can take videos of myself if I'm walking through the woods or just wanting to talk on a video. And I've got it, this little handy thing here I took off of an old vacuum cleaner. Actually, it's got two of them. I put one down here also. And if I want to turn my camera like this, if I want to take a picture of something that's down low, instead of me squatting down, I just take this and just drop it down while I'm standing up, turn my camera on and drop it down wherever I want it. If I want to walk with it down low, I can walk with it down low. And this really comes in handy. And I can put the camera on this end too, if you know, depending on what I want to use it for. And also, I put a bolt up through here. I think these are 1/4 inch, and I can put this little receiver in the middle if I want to walk with the camera facing me like this with two hands, or take pictures of a subject that's away from me. I can hold it with both hands and I'm not going to be shaking all over the place. And this can get shaky if you're not real steady with it, which the older you get, the more you shake. That's what they say. I don't know. I ain't that old yet. But this works really good. And you take your pictures and they're pretty smooth. The last thing I want to show you, which I've got my camera attached to it right now, and this really comes in handy for different things. And I'm going to just turn this camera around and just take a picture of it. Is this clamp. Now you can buy these metal ones at Home Depot. Believe it or not, this size metal ones at Home Depot for 99 cents. $1. I mean, you can't get no better than that, which I didn't use the metal ones. But this is another piece of that PVC. If you can see the end of it here. That might be better. Get it where the light's shining in it. It just melted. And not only does this fit on here, this little piece right here will turn. You can twist this end so you can get any angle that you want on this. And to fasten it to the clamp, just stick the piece of PVC. Well, there you go. Stick the piece of PVC on the spring that's right there. Can you see that spring? It's right there. That long spring. Just lift that up with a screwdriver and slide that piece of PVC right under that. And I'm all about saving money. Pennies add up to be dollars. And if you want to throw your money away and buy that expensive GoPro stuff, other than the camera's nice, and some of the other accessories are nice also, but some of the attachments, you can make them yourself. Don't spend that high dollars for stuff that you can make yourself. And if you make them, paint them all black, like a flat black. Not that you're a professional or I'm a professional, but it makes your equipment look more professional. You're not out there with a bunch of white PVC with red writing all over it. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. I hope it can be helpful to somebody, especially if you're on a low budget, and save yourself a lot of pennies that add up to be dollars.